on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be giving you an update on the best theme teams currently in MUT 25. Also, we'll be going over some tips and tricks on how to build theme teams. We did a video similar to this in early February. I figured with a lot of new players coming back to the game or starting the game, it's a good idea to go ahead and go through an update. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. So I'm on my no money spin account here. If you're not building a theme team at this point in the year, at least one singular theme team that's going to be 20 of 20, you're just not playing MUT correct, right? Because you're going to take advantage of +1 speed among a couple other attributes that get boosted. But at the end of the day, the goal is to try to get your players up to 99 speed. And EA, with the last two seasons, season 6 and season 7's, the team captain cards, they've made it incredibly easy to go out and build theme teams right now. So the screen is going to be bugged for a lot of people, but if you're in your lineup and you go to chemistry, slightly under that, you can see on this account I have 25 Chiefs, 23 Eagles. I actually have a third theme team on this account, which is going to be the Green Bay Packers, but because this screen is bugged and you can't always see everything the way you're supposed to be, you can go to your chemistry tab and that's where you're going to be able to see it. So the goal is to get to tier 4 on as many theme teams as you can. You can go, a 40-40 theme team, which would be considered tier 8, and that would give you +2 speed on all of the players that represent that theme team. You can definitely go a double hybrid team of 20-20. It's probably possible to go 2 teams of 40-40, and as you can see here, we have 3 different teams where we hit tier 4, which means a minimum of 20 players on each theme team. So for the Packers, the Eagles, and the Chiefs players, we're getting +1 speed on all of those representatives for those theme teams. Make sure whatever theme team or theme teams you're building, make sure that your team affinity section under your strategy items is occupied with one of these cards. Now, there's several different options that you can go with here. There's going to be purple strategy items, blue, silver, and green. The purple ones will give you ×4 towards that count of 20 that you need to get to, and that's without having to use any players. So if you can go out and buy a purple strategy item for the theme team that you want to build, that's going to be ideal. If you can't afford that or can't find it, the next one back is going to be a blue strategy item, which gives you ×3. Those should be fairly easy to earn and fairly easy to find on the auction house for not a ton of coins. So that's really the main place that you can go ahead and start. After that, it's all going to be about building your roster. And like I said earlier, EA has made it so easy to build a theme team with all of the cards and all the promos that give us players who get 32 team chems. You can get to 20-20, without even doing too much or spending too many coins. So let's go over some of the program cards that you want to focus on. Number 1, team captains. If you're all the way through and up to date on your team captain field pass, you can max out at a minimum 2 players to a 97 OVR. The other route that you can go is bringing 1 player to a 97 and the other 2 to an 89. Now those 2 cards at an 89, they won't be very good. Obviously, you're not going to want to put them on the field, but at an 89 OVR on the team captains, they actually get 3 different team chemistry buckets. Now, when you get them up to a 97 overall, and these are players that are going to probably end up being 98, 99 overall on your theme team once you get them into your lineup, but once you get your team captain to a 97 overall, as you can see, they have 4 different team chemistry buckets. So, for example, on Jason Elam here, we have a Chiefs, an Eagles, and a Packers representing all 3 of our theme teams, and then I just threw on 1 more Packers there to help me keep that 20-20 on the Packers for the triple theme team that we're rocking. We're going to show you a tool on MUT.gg. Not only will we go through the best theme teams to build right now, but also a tool that will help you create these hybrid or triple theme teams where you can find and easily look up the players that you might need to put into your roster there. So very, very powerful cards as far as team captains go, and the best part about it is they're free. The field passes for Season 6 and Season 7 have not only given us some pretty good players that play to this date on my main account, and as you can see, my No Money Spend account, but the best thing about them is that they're 100% free and they get all 32 team chems. So just another way, even if these cards aren't playing on your team, right, you can always hide like a Devin Hester at wide receiver 4 or 5. His theme team that you can change to any 32 is always going to be impactful. Luke Kuechly, he can be middle linebacker 1, 2, 3, or 4, Adrian Peterson, running back 3, Antonio Gates, tight end number 3. So you can hide these cards in your depth chart, even though Will Shields and Bruce Matthews start on my team. If there was an instance where I didn't need them or I replaced them with better cards, you know, center 2, right guard 2 on your lineup screen, all of that is going to count towards your theme team trying to get to 20-20 or 40-40. And by the way, you can go up to 50-50 on your theme teams now, but the boosts that you get at 45 and 50, they're not really game changing. You're not getting extra speed, so to me, they're not worth it. But your season 6 and season 7 cards, if you're playing the game, are just another great way to go to helping you build your theme team. The free agency promo was also amazing for building theme teams. Hopefully you were able to log in time to get the welcome pack player packs between Julian Blackmon and Justin Fields, because if you would have played through all of the solos and grinded through the field pass, you would have got enough upgrade tokens to fully max one of those two players to a 97 overall. But more importantly, and we'll just show you the Julian Blackmon here for an example, I mean, it's a really, really good card with a bunch of good discounted abilities, but if you go down to the team chemistry tab, he can get ×5 to any team. You know, with this one, I got Chiefs on there, but this gives you 1/4 of what you need to get to a 20-20. One singular card, and you combine that with the team captain cards, the season 6 and season 7 cards, that's enough right there to get one hybrid theme team or one of 2 hybrid theme teams from 3 programs alone. And those are just the 2 welcome pack players. Again, if you didn't receive the welcome pack, it's going to be a little bit too late. But all of the champion level cards, which are 97 overalls, and I'm just going to do a quick price check because I think these cards are all around like low 200k range, maybe mid 200k. But Charvarius Ward, for an example, you can see by default he had the Colts team chemistry. He actually did play for the Chiefs, but all of these 97 overall champions from the free agency promo and the 98 overall LTDs also get all 32 team chems. So the fact that they're getting less expensive, they're still pretty good cards, and they can fit any theme team, makes these cards really helpful to building your theme team up. The Combine promo was also amazing for theme team building, specifically with the 93 overall rookies like Ashton Jeanty and Will Johnson, just to name a few. There's 10 different players, all at a 93 OVR, and if you do a quick price check here, I mean, they're basically well under 100,000 coins. Will Johnson, a little bit more pricey than the average card out there, but the reason these cards are so good, number 1, they're extremely inexpensive, but number 2, they get double all 32 team chem buckets, which not only is going to help you build that theme team, but in a situation like this card had base 97 speed or 96 speed. With those 2 theme teams, we're able to get them up to 98 speed, because with the Chiefs and the Packers, we're at a 20-20, right? Or a little bit over that. That's going to give you +1 speed from each side. So that's bringing it up to 98. And then the fact that I do have the Combine strategy item in my my program slot under strategy items, this was supposed to cancel out the speed after a certain date, but it's still working up into this day. So that's how we're able to get +3 speed on the Will Johnson card, and the same thing's going to go for Ashton Jeanty. Because we have Chiefs and Packers on there, we get the double speed, or +1 and +1, and then an additional +1 to make it up to 99 speed. So these cards are really inexpensive. They're great to build your team, and again, I can't stress it enough. Will Johnson CB4 on my team. Ashton Jeanty I think is running back 2, but you can hide these cards in your depth chart. Even if they're not seeing the field, you can still take advantage of the double team chems. There's a lot of other examples of programs and players and cards that give you multiple team chemistries. I don't want to break them all down in more detail, but just to point out a couple there. Team Diamonds give you ×2 on the 92 overalls and ×3 on the 95 overalls. So this is a great way to go out and build these theme teams, because these cards, even at the 95 OVR level, are right around 100k. So if you're building an Eagles theme team, you got Deshaun Jackson for 100k. He can be a really good kick returner. You can get him for 100k, ×3 Eagles chem. That's very helpful, but that's only going to be the team that they represent in the Team Diamond program. Like, for example, Deshaun's going to get the ×3 Eagles chem, but he won't get ×3 Commanders or Raiders or any of the other teams that he played for. 2 cards that will get ×3 are going to be Julius Peppers and Eli Manning, both right around or under 150k. And not only do they get ×3 chemistry, they get it for any team in the game. So it's another all 32 situation there. Currently, Julius Peppers is a starting left end on my No Money Spent account. I pulled him out of a free pack. He doesn't touch the field, but I take advantage of that ×3 chem. And like I said, with the 92s, they're going to get a ×2 only on the team that they're representing. Mark Sanchez gets ×2 Jets. He won't get a ×2 Eagles because that's not the team he represents. Two other programs that you're going to find cards to help you build theme teams will be team builders. I mean, it's all said in the name there. You can get a couple double chem situations. You don't get all 32, but with the team builders, you can get multiple chemistries with team builder upgrade tokens. And then the champions, like the overall champions, like Emmanuel Sanders. And if you go back to like Myles Garrett and Kirby Joseph, they do get all 32 team chems. The divisional champions get any team chemistry from the division that they represent. So Quentin Johnson, for example, gets all of the AFC West team chemistries. So even though he's a Charger, I got him on my theme team there because he gets Chiefs chem. If you've been playing ranked all season, you might still have some of these cards in your lineup, but all of the hero, champion, and top 100 awards, and we're in the current month here of April chasing after Ryan Leaf, Zion McCullough, and Colby Parkinson, they get all 32 team chem. So another one to be helpful there if you like to play ranked. And then just finally, one more to point out before I get out of here. Well, not get out of here, but talk about the best theme teams and use MUT.gg to build theme teams. There's a couple cards in the ASA program specifically with Anthony Edwards and Charlie Ward and also Jim Thorpe. Extremely good cards, but all three of those players, whether it's their normal position card or their out of position card, they do get all 32 team chems. So if you need assistance picking a theme team or building a theme team, MUT.gg/theme teams, and there is a dash between theme and teams. When you type that in there, you can always go to MUT.gg and just click theme teams at the top as well. Has an amazing tool to help you build them out and kind of decide or figure out the best theme teams in the game. So if you want to build one out, you just go to hybrid theme team here, right? And you can choose up to 3. So I'm going to use the exact example that I have right now with Chiefs, Eagles, and Packers, which are 3 of the best teams in the game. Once I click view hybrid theme team, it's going to show me at every single position the highest OVR card that I should be using. The theme team that it represents is over there on the left. It gives you the pricing on it. If you click view and lineup builder over here in the upper right, it will not only show that and kind of build out the lineup so you can see the depth chart of it, but it also tells you the OVR on offense, defense, special teams, and just everything. It tells you the price. One thing to point out with the price here is that this is factoring in like amazing cards at backup guard, tackle, backup positions pretty much everywhere. So you're not really going to have to spend all of those coins to build out this team of 29.2 million coins. I haven't spent that much to build out my team, and the tool isn't perfect. You can see it's got 18, 17, and 17 when the goal here is get to 20, 20, 20, but it's just another kind of aspect to the tool that you can utilize. One other thing to point out, if we go back here for the Chiefs, Eagles, Packers theme team, again, it's going to show you the OVR at every single spot there, but there is a toggle that says include all players, and if I turn this on, it's now going to factor in all of the cards in the game that not only meet those 3 theme teams, but get 32 team chems. So prior to me turning that on, Jalen Hurts was the #1 option. It now has Ryan Leaf in there because he gets all 32. Charlie Ward, I mentioned that earlier. You can see Adrian Peterson, which is part of the Season 7 Field Pass. Emmitt Smith, part of the Season 6 Field Pass. Anthony Edwards, we mentioned him earlier. Mike Tolbert is a team captain. So this one will point you in the direction of all of the teams or all of the players that you need to use to build whatever theme team you want. As far as the best theme teams in the game, the 49ers overall-wise have taken over with the only 97 OVR theme team. There's a handful of teams out there with 96 OVRs. The Eagles in the last video that I did were without a doubt the best theme team in the game. They're kind of losing that spot now due to the 49ers getting so many good cards as of late there. And whatever theme team you click, again, it's going to look very similar to the screen that we were just on. You can scroll through and say, you know what, I want to build a 49ers theme team. I really need to upgrade my middle linebacker. Who can I go with? And you can see DeForest Buckner is an option, Fred Warner is an option, D. Winters, and we can go back and still turn that toggle on, and it's now going to factor in all of the players that played for the 49ers, get 49ers chem, but also players that get all 32 team chems. And if you're looking to build a hybrid theme team from here, you're just kind of looking through and saying, I like this player, this player, this player. You can then back out and go over to the main list and then look for the second highest OVR. And when it comes to 96s, there's a bunch of them. Colts, which is surprising to be up there. You got the Eagles, you got the Falcons, Ravens, Vikings, Titans, Seahawks. So there's a handful of 96s. Cowboys are in there. Now, don't let the OVR be the only driving force to building your theme team. A lot of people do it because there's, just their favorite team, obviously, teams that might be more fun than the others, but the highest OVR doesn't necessarily mean the best theme team, because some of these are inflated at OVR because of positions that, might not really be overly really impactful on the field. You want to look for the players in the theme that meet the theme teams that are going to be, you know, the skill position players, the quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, safeties, cornerbacks, etc. So as far as some of the other better theme teams in the game, like I said, and this is no bias, the Eagles are certainly in there. I mean, you got a quarterback in Michael Vick, Quadfather, one of the best running backs in the game. Saquon Barkley overdue for an upgrade here, but he's got a 98 overall running back card. Wide receiver group is pretty solid, though they're falling behind a little bit. But you got A.J. Brown, Johnny Wilson, John Ross, who not only gives you Eagles chemistry, but also gives you +1 speed to all of the other receivers on your team. I probably should have pointed out with Jalen Hurts in his Super Bowl 99, he additionally gives you +1 speed to all Eagles players on your team. So if you go a 40-40 Eagles team with Jalen Hurts, whether he's your starting quarterback or your backup, that's a very, very easy way to get ×3 speed or +3 speed on all Eagles players in your lineup. The Packers team got really good over the course of the 2 drops from the All-Star Athletes program. Now they're still probably needing a good quarterback. The Jordan Love card not really ideal there because of abilities, but you got the Quadfather card, both of the Julius Peppers cards that came out. Christian Watson just got redux, still one of the best receivers in the game. Jimmy Graham got a card on offense and defense in part 2 of the All-Star Athletes program. You got Ted Hendricks, so some really good users there at middle linebacker and left outside linebacker with Ted Hendricks and Julius Peppers. Jair Alexander has an expensive but still very good cornerback card. The Commanders are a great example because they're a 95 OVR. I mean, they're 95.91, so they're pretty close to 96 according to MUT.gg. But if you scroll through their depth chart, I mean, you got Deion Sanders at quarterback. The Jaden Daniels card isn't still bad. Mostly everybody's going to be rocking Adrian Peterson at running back if you're no money spent, but you got players like Clinton Portis, you know, the Scary Terry, Santana Moss, Deion Sanders from the Super Bowl promo. Pretty good skill position options, decent offensive line. I mean, left tackle's a 97, left guard, right guard 94, right tackle, they're hurting a little bit, but that's where it's good to build a hybrid theme team, 2 or 3 theme teams to fill in those positions where you can kind of get the best of both worlds or all worlds, depending on how many theme teams you're building. Obviously, Sean Taylor's a really good card, and then with that Ring of Honor promo, any team or player that was featured in Ring of Honor got those supporting cast cards. So again, we pointed out Clinton Portis earlier. You got Ryan Clark out there that's very helpful as well. Sean Springs was part of Ring of Honor, so the Commanders, you got Bobby Wagner from Team of the Year. The Commanders still have a really good theme team, and just historically have not only had a lot of good players, but a lot of good players who went there after they were out of their prime, and that's like the best part about theme teams in the world. I joke all the time about like a Julio Jones being an Eagles legend, and no, I don't know if he's going to get a tribute card or not, but you know, Julio Jones gets a card. He wasn't really ever remembered for an Eagle. He played for them for 1 year, but he's going to get Eagles chem for the rest of the Madden Ultimate Team existence, and that's just always going to be a W for me. Ravens, another team that has just historically had a lot of good players and still has good players, a good team now. Seems like Deion Sanders, when you think about him specifically, he's played for the Falcons, the Ravens, Cowboys, 49ers, and Commanders. Those are all some of the best theme teams in the game. So if you ever just have a question, just think, who has Deion Sanders played for? Those are the best theme teams in the game. But like I said, the Ravens, really good option out there. Just recently got the Derrick Henry. You're probably going to see one more Lamar Jackson card before the year ends. The Deion Sanders quarterback is pretty good. Not great at wide receiver, though. So again, this is another situation where maybe you go a Ravens-Eagles team and you take the O-line and the wide receivers from the Eagles, but when it comes to the running backs and the quarterbacks, maybe you go Deion Sanders and you go Derrick Henry. You look into the secondary. You can mix it up and go like a Cooper DeJean, the Deion Sanders out there. There's definitely a huge benefit to going out and building hybrid theme teams at this point in the year because it's so inexpensive, being that EA provided all of these cards that just make it very easy to do. And just circling back, the best theme teams in the game, like I said, I think 49ers is number 1. Coming in at number 2, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You probably got Eagles, Commanders, Ravens, as I mentioned earlier. Titans and Vikings as of lately have gotten really good, even though the Lions are a 95 OVR. They just recently got a couple Megatron cards, so those are some really good ones. Lions had a great theme team during the season, tailed off during the playoffs, but I feel like they're going to get some more cards to kind of go back up there and be pretty good. Chiefs is still a top contender as the best theme team in the game, so a lot of really good options. Packers, we mentioned earlier, a lot of really good options at theme teams, but hopefully these tips and tricks and everything that we talked about in this video will help you guys build a theme team, and let me know down below in the comment section what theme teams are you rocking right now. Thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.